Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
It's the American Dream!
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Catherine Kramer, and today I'm going to show you around Norfolk, Virginia, the Mermaid City. Hi, we're here with Marjorie Mayfield Jackson, Executive Director of the Elizabeth River Project. She's here to tell us all about this new facility, the Ryan Resilience Lab. Marjorie, thank you so much for meeting with us.
Oh, we're so excited to have you.
Thank you. Please tell us a little bit about the concept for the lab.
Sure. So our mission is cleaning up this gorgeous river out here. And the problem is that we're having sea level rise, which people are scared of. So we want to teach them how to live, work, and play in the urban environment on the coast, on the beautiful river, in ways that help them adapt and still enjoy the river as long as we possibly can and protect the river.
It is such a beautiful building. Can you talk about the engineering that went into it to make it compatible with living on the waterfront?
So one thing we did is throughout, we made decisions about a system that you can find maybe at Lowe's, that you can hope to do at home. So even though it's innovative and refreshing and full of new ideas for many people, it's stuff you can do. So when we go outside, you'll see that every bit of the paving is designed to capture the rain and let it soak through.
I'm here with Louisa Black-Ellis, the Resilience Manager of the Elizabeth River Project. Louisa, why don't you tell us a little bit about this building?
Absolutely. So some of the features that you're seeing around you right now, for one, we have these really cool sort of porthole looking fish eyes that run the perimeter of the building. And what these are doing is they're actually continually pumping in fresh air to the building. And then these pendants, of course, are our lamps. And then way up high, these sort of diagonal rectangles here are sound baffling panels, because besides being a space for the public to come in and learn about these issues, it's also a working space. So as you walk through the building, you might start to notice there are a lot of like exposed bolts and timber, and it looks almost slightly industrial. And that was very intentional because the building was built to be disassembled. A lot of buildings without planning for it have a natural lifespan of about 60 to 80 years, the way they're built now. And we were thinking, well, we're in the coastal floodplain. We live in the city with the highest rate of sea level rise on the East Coast, and most buildings have a 60-year lifespan. So why don't we just put all those facts together and plan for sea level rise?
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's been such a pleasure.
Absolutely. Here we are in Algonquin Park, one of my favorite neighborhoods in Norfolk, Virginia. The neighborhood was originally platted in 1909, with construction starting in the early 20s. The neighborhood boasts a variety of architectural styles, including colonial, Georgian, contemporary, Mediterranean, and even some Spanish Revival and Cape Cods. Algonquin Park boasts a beautiful park-like setting, tree-lined streets, estate-quality properties, and luxurious waterfront homes. We're gonna go take a look at my newest listing, 7311 Barbary Lane. 7311 Barbary Lane is a stunning 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath brick home on a quiet street in desirable Algonquin Park. This amazing home features a welcoming foyer and an oversized formal dining room, as well as a family room with a gas fireplace, marble surrounds, and plenty of built-ins for storage. The updated kitchen has double ovens, a glass cooktop stove, stainless steel fridge and dishwasher, as well as a breakfast area with a beautiful view of the pool and the dock. Upstairs, you will find the primary bedroom with an ensuite bath, wall of built-in shelves, and attached office. There are 2 additional large bedrooms, as well as a hall bath and a den that could be a 4th bedroom. What an incredible property. 7311 Barbary Lane is a unique home that is a once-in-a-lifetime offering. It boasts 4,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, almost an acre of land, and a pool and a dock situated right on the Lafayette River.
Welcome to another episode of American Dream. I'm your host, Kelsey Derby, and we are back in Franklin, Virginia today. I have resided here since I was a child, and I can honestly say it's a great place to live, work, and serve. Our community consists of a lot of amazing people and small businesses, and today I will be taking you by one of my favorite small businesses, and that's Southern Charm Garden Center. I'm here at Southern Charm Garden Center in Franklin, Virginia. This is one of my favorite places to shop here locally. I'm here with one of the owners, Brad Turner. Brad, thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit about how Southern Charm got started.
So me and my wife started a lawn and landscaping business back in 2002.
Okay.
And we grew the business from cutting yards to landscaping, and we kind of always wanted to have like a store or some kind of retail thing where there was a seasonal farm market. And about 2008, I got a call from a friend of ours that actually started the garden center down the street. Me and Marion sat down and told with the idea, and we're like, let's give it a shot. You know, let's see what it's going to happen and what it's going to be all about. So we moved in there in 2008, and we progressively grew it. We expanded that location back in 2020. And then when this property came available at our new location, we moved here the last week of March of this year. We've expanded different products and things to kind of meet the customer's needs. It's very rewarding. We've enjoyed it. Our daughters work here, so it's kind of a real family business.
Brad, tell us about some of the items that you offer, you carry here.
Sure. So obviously a garden center, it's very seasonal. So, you know, in the springtime, we've got spring and summer things out. You can find plants, you know, bird baths. My wife has done a really good job with finding trendy things with clothing to gifts for all occasions. Trying to make it a year-round store instead of it just being a big spring season and a big fall season. Some of the things we offer that people probably don't know about, we have an embroidery service. So if you have a custom logo, we can put that on shirts or bags or those kind of things. We do lawn and garden plans. So if you come in and want to have a plan to keep your grass looking good and those kind of things, we can help you formulate something for your area or your location. Again, with the plants, we special order trees. There's a lot of things like that. We just try to, customer service is our biggest thing. You know, we try to make everybody feel important and greet them at the door, and you know, we appreciate the business. That's why we're here.
Yeah,
you know?
And you guys do an awesome job at that. You really do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So if you guys are in or around Franklin, be sure to stop by at Southern Charm Garden Center and take a look and grab an item to take home with you. Be sure to make a trip to Franklin and check out Southern Charm Garden Center. There's something for everybody. Next up, we're going to head to a nature park that was recently opened in Franklin. It's called Blackwater Park. We're here at Blackwater Park. It is part of a conservation easement and is approximately 200 acres. There are walk-in trails throughout. We are actually on the boardwalk right now leading to Turkey Island. It's a great place to bring the family, and you can also bring your dogs as long as they are on a leash. You'll find a covered pavilion up front, perfect spot to have a picnic. There's also restrooms, and you will also find signs throughout the walk-in trails that outline the local species and the history of Franklin. One of my favorite things about living in the country is the great outdoors, and this is a perfect example of being able to enjoy it and appreciate nature. Living in a small town is something that's hard to explain to somebody that's never experienced it. I highly recommend that you visit Franklin if you've never done so before. Thanks for joining us on this episode of American Dream, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining me again in Norfolk, Virginia. I'm your host, Chris Kaiser with First Class Real Estate. And today we're going on a food tour of some of my favorite lunch spots in Ghent. This area is known for its amazing local eateries, and today we're just going to sample a few. This isn't your typical pound cake bakery. Jen is a pound cake superhero. She makes cakes that are melt in your mouth delicious. So come on inside and join me for some sweet treats. And I'm here with the superhero herself and the owner, Jen Englund. Jen, can you tell me how you got started?
What started with just an absolute love for baking from very young age. As I got older, it became my safe place, my calm. I would, if I found myself stressed or work was crazy, I would go in the kitchen and bake something. And so started baking this particular cake. It wasn't called a pound cake back then, but a cinnamon version of our cake, and people loved it. And so for a number of years, they kept saying, this is what you should do for a living. And it took me 12 years, and one day I decided that's what I'd do.
It's amazing. So if you're ever in the mood for a pound cake, come on down to Jen's and check it out, because these pound cakes are amazing, and so is Jen. Thank you for joining us. This local restaurant was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and it's one of my personal favorite lunch spots. Let's go in and take a taste and see how you enjoy it. I'm here today with the owner of this fine establishment, Dylan Wakefield. Dylan, can you tell me a little bit about Pendulum?
Yeah, so Pendulum Fine Meats, we're a whole animal butcher shop. So we get animals in from North Carolina, Virginia, and other places, and we cut them up for retail cuts. So it's a kind of a rare thing to see a whole animal butcher shop. But then we're also a market. We sell a lot of selection of beer and wine and other things that go with meat and meat-centric things. And we're also a sandwich shop. So that's what a lot of people know us for, is being a sandwich shop and serving those things. We have some people that are only butcher customers and never have a sandwich.
Really?
And then we have some people that are only sandwich people and never buy a steak.
We put a little bit of both.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Shop too.
Yeah. There is a lot of cool things that you can find here.
Yeah. So if you want good sandwiches, good meat, learn how to cut it up yourself. Even if you need your knife sharpened, this is a place to come in Norfolk. So come down to Pendulum Fine Meats and enjoy the great place that it is. What better way to end a day with good food than with some gelato? This is some of the best in town. Let's go check it out. I'm here with Heather Wynn, the owner of Strawberry Fields. Heather, what's new on the menu today?
Yeah, so actually this time of year is one of our favorites for flavors. We just got done with Thanksgiving flavors, and now as of December 1, we're gonna start going into holiday flavors. So we'll have our gingerbread cookie dough out, our Santa's milk and cookies, peppermint bark, and we also have gingerbread cookies in the case today to go. So this is one of our favorite times of year for flavors.
So gelato, everything in Norfolk is amazing. This is one of the best places to come for gelato, in my opinion. And thank you, Heather, for talking with me today. And I look forward to trying some delicious gelato. Thanks for joining me today here in Ghent for some good food. I certainly hope that I've whet your appetite for this amazing city. Until next time, I'm Chris Kaiser, your host, and come on out to Ghent for yourself and make your American dream a little bit sweeter.
Welcome back to The American Dream. I'm your host, Ashley Lynch, and today we're here in the historic Cavalier Hotel that has been at the Virginia Beach oceanfront for almost 100 years. The Cavalier is incredibly charming and elegant, especially during the holidays. But one unique feature is that it houses the first and only distillery operating inside a hotel in the entire United States. We're gonna head downstairs to check out Tarnished Truth. This is Andrew Yancey, co-owner and operator of Tarnished Truth Distilling. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your distillery and the spirits you create.
Yeah, so welcome to Tarnished Truth Distilling Company inside of the amazing Cavalier Hotel and Resort. We are one of the only, and we were the first operating distillery within a hotel. As far as spirits go, we mostly produce bourbons and whiskeys. We also do vodka, gin. We're producing an eggnog for the holidays this year. Yeah, so we're selling that in our gift shop. But you know, we do a lot of different types of bourbons, some single barrels, some bottled and bond, some wine finished ones. Everything gets produced right here. We use grain that's all grown in Virginia. And we warehouse our barrels here in Virginia off-site, and then we'll bring them back and we'll bottle them here and we sell them in our retail shop on site. So this is our gift shop located right beside the distillery and the hunt room. As you can see, we offer a little bit of everything in here. We've got all of our spirits, obviously, with some mixers, hats, shirts. We even have syrup, maple syrup that we age in our bourbon barrels.
Oh my God.
So all kinds of neat things you can use in drinks and food and do the tours here as well.
What do you attribute to your success?
One of the things that we always kind of pride ourselves on is being very meticulous with marketing and the design of our labels and the product, obviously. But you know, we try and really make the best product, not just make the most that we can and sell the most. We want it to be top-notch, high-quality spirits. We want the label to be as quality as it can be, and every little detail always matters. So, you know, everything we do, we say be meticulous at everything you do, whether it's in the retail shop, giving a tour, making bourbon, or approving a label. And I think, you know, doing that, really guests appreciate, you know, how much work goes into it and how much detail we actually look at on every little thing we do.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming. Cheers.
Absolutely. We're now in the Hilltop shopping area of Virginia Beach, which offers a wide variety of restaurants, retail shops, and services to choose from. This new Italian steakhouse just opened a little over a month ago, and it's already getting fantastic reviews. I love Italian, so we have to check this out. Hi, sir, how are you?
Hi, how you doing, Ashley? Welcome to Gaston Italian.
So I'm here with Gaston Peralta, the owner himself. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
So you've been in operations in many other restaurants, but why is this one in particular special for you?
Well, I told you, this is an American dream for me. When I moved to this country, always when I have Italian restaurant with the modern Italian cuisine, North Italy. So it's looking like my American dream for me.
So tell us a little bit about your menu and what do you offer?
As how I mentioned before, we have an authentic Italian modern cuisine from the North Italy. And the plates are consistent with the roasted potatoes and sauteed spinach vegetables in every plate, so looking better on the table. Also, we add a steakhouse. We have a cut de filet mignon and cowboy ribeye for delicious dishes in the table.
So I do see that you have a full bar offering what looks to be a plentiful amount of cocktails, but I did notice your glass enclosed wine cellar. Is that something you specialize in?
Yes, absolutely. Just follow me this way so I can show the wine cellar we have and with the diverse kind of wine from North Italy, South Italy, and California also too. The plan is we do a wine dinner one time a month with different regions, Italy, France, Spain, and California wine too.
Well, you certainly picked a great location, and the atmosphere is really modern, elegant, yet still very comfortable. And the food looks amazing. So thank you so much for having us. It's been such a pleasure.
It was my pleasure. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much for coming in.
I want to give a special thanks to the team over at Tarnished Truth and of course everyone here at Gaston's. As for me, I'm staying to enjoy some of this delicious food. So until next time, thanks for watching The American Dream.
Hello and welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Jason Bayer, and I am excited today to give you a glimpse of life here in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia, specifically Norfolk, Virginia. I'm going to show you a few places today that will make you feel right at home, right here in the heart of downtown. Let's take a look. We are here at Press 626 in Ghent, right in the heart of Norfolk, and we are with the amazing Lindsay Bennett. She is the owner of this fine establishment. Lindsay, tell us for a minute a little bit about how you got started.
Well, I've been in the restaurant business my entire life. So, and I worked in the restaurant business to get out of the restaurant business. and fate would have it that I'm supposed to be here. Right. So we ended up taking over the property and opening the restaurant on Black Friday 2008. Okay. And so we will have been here 15 years next month.
Wow, 15 years. Yeah. But this place was built when?
The building was built in 1906.
The age and the history of this place. I mean, what do you love most about it?
I honestly love everything about Ghent. It is a walkable community, the historic homes, just the history. You can eat it, smell it, taste it, feel it. It's just this vibe. Being here this long, we are Ghent. Okay. Right? Like, I created it with an idea. Sure. But my customers and the community has made it what they wanted it to be. So it's really a reflection on the guests themselves over the years. So to be able to be involved and see how we interact with human nature and humans' day-to-day lives, it's really important to us.
We are in the Freemason area, situated right between the Elizabeth River and bordering downtown Norfolk. And this is such an interesting little corner of Norfolk, if you will. And I brought my friend Crystal Salazar in with me because she knows this area so well. She's been here, worked here, owned a home in this area, and done weddings in this area. You've had such a great impact on this community here. So I want you to tell us a little bit about this Freemason area of Norfolk.
Yeah, it's such a hidden gem. It always makes me sad when people from Hampton Roads don't know that this place exists because it's just so cool. Right. So we're kind of walking in front of the pagoda, which was gifted to the city by Taiwan on the condition that there was some type of green space involved.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's why we're walking in this amazing garden. We're also home to the East Coast, maybe even the country's, but definitely the East Coast's largest koi pond. So there are 5 different centuries of architecture. Okay. Just within these few streets that make up the neighborhood. There's original cobblestone, which is really, really cool. As you walk through the neighborhood, you see the progression and evolution of the city that start off with those giant mansions, and then you start kind of getting down to like normal-sized single-family homes, and then townhouses, and then condos, which again, all kind of mirror what the city was going through at that time.
So what you're saying is, no matter what you need for your housing needs, there's something here for everyone.
Oh, for sure.
Life in Norfolk is great, and I am so thankful that you took a few minutes of your day to take a tour with me of this beautiful city. I want to say a special thank you to my friend Lindsay at Press 626 and her crew for giving us a remarkable tour today. I also want to say a special thank you to my friend Crystal Salazar for giving us a tour of the beautiful Freemason area and a little bit of the history of the pagoda. Super interesting stuff. If you're ever in Norfolk, please make plans to stop by and check out these places. In the meantime, I'm your host, Jason Bayer, and this is The American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.